everyone. Today we are going to look at the sum of angles in a triangle and finding the missing angle if it's asking you for it. So a quick little refresher, all the angles inside of a triangle, and you can look at this picture here, all of them add up to 180 degrees, always. Another thing that you might remember is supplementary angles. That is two angles that add together to be 180 degrees. So it would make almost a straight horizontal line here. So you can tell from this example, 60 degrees plus 120, they add to be 180, and that is a supplementary angle. We'll need that later on. So if we're looking at these examples here, notice how we are going to find x in the triangle. What we're going to do is we're going to take 180, and we'll say 180 minus the two other angles that they do give us. So they give us a right angle, so we're going to put a minus a 90 and 42 because they gave us 42. You can type all of this in your calculator. You can head over to Desmos and type it into Desmos. But it is 180 minus 90 minus 42 in Desmos. You get 48. This is what we're going to do today for our lesson. So take the angles that they give you and subtract. All right, let's do another example. So on this one, they give us another right angle, 90 degrees. So we're going to put 180 minus 90 and minus 17. So in Desmos, I'm going to change this to a 17. Okay, so we get 73 as our answer. All right, so that's dealing with a right triangle and trying to find the missing degrees. So now on these next two examples, we don't have a 90-degree angle in the box that it was showing us previously. So let's take a look at this example here. So we still are going to say 180, and now we are truly minusing our 61 and 29. So I'm going to go over to Desmos, 180. Let me just clear this. Minus 61 minus 29. And again, that would be 90 for your answer. So I'm going to write equals 90 in that spot. All right, so last example, try this. Give it a pause, see if you did it correctly. So 180 minus 60 minus 60. There you go. Type that in. Let's see what you get. You should get 60. Now, if you notice and you look over here, this is an equilateral triangle, meaning that this side equals this side equals this side. So that means that this angle matches this one and it matches this one. All of those angles are 60 degrees in an equilateral triangle. Just a little 6th grade refresher for you. Now, if you look at the next problem, it says we're still going to do exactly the same thing, but now we aren't given a triangle. You are more than welcome to draw yourself a triangle and fill in if that is helpful for you to see that visual. Please know you do not have to do that, but it is up to you if you want to or not. So there's my visual. Maybe this is the corner is X. But we're still going to take 180 and we're going to subtract 45 and minus 35 to find our answer. So let me do 180 minus 45 minus 35, and you get 100 as our answer. Okay, so today is definitely not hard. You need to remember the key is to do 180 minus the information that they give you. So let's look at these next two. Same thing, they don't give us a triangle. We can draw ourselves a triangle, but look, it says determine the third angle of the right triangle if one of the angle measures is 24. So the key is that it's a right triangle. This is 90 degrees, right triangle. Then they give you the 24. See if I can put that in my thing. So if I do 180 minus 90 for the right triangle, minus 24, then that will get me my answer. So go to Desmos, minus 90 minus 24, and you get 66. Ooh, my equal sign didn't show up. All right, it equals 66 for x. So try number 12 and pause it and come back and see if you got it correct. For number 12, I'm going to do exactly the same thing. It says determine A in triangle ABC if B is 38 and C is 38. Alrighty, so I should have had 180 minus 38 minus 38. If you wanted to, draw your triangle. This is 38, this is 38, and you're looking for that missing one. You should put it in your calculator and get 104 as your answer. All right, the last ones that we were doing look a little bit different than these previously. Our x is no longer in our triangle sometimes, okay? If you notice this example here, we are looking for x. It's inside our triangle. However, we're not given this angle right here, and we need to look for that first. Okay, there's two different ways we can solve. So, first step, what I would do, this is called a supplementary angle. These two angles right here, okay, are supplementary, meaning if I do 180 minus 66, that will give me the angle where the red dot is, okay? So I'm going to come over here, and really quickly, I'm going to type in 66, and I get 114. So this angle right here where the red dot is 114, okay? And now I could use that information to solve for this x. So I would come back over here, and I would say 180 minus the 114 that I already know, I just found out, and minus the 33 that they initially gave us. And then that answer would give you what x is. Okay, so I go back to Desmos. I say, okay, I got 114 and minus the 33 that they gave us, and I would get 33 as my answer. X equals 33 on this one. Okay, x equals 33. So it's a little different, okay? We have an exterior angle. That's what the technical term for the 66 is, and we have to use it to help us. So the second way to solve this, all right? And it's cool. It's a neat little thing. Look at this next example right beside it. So if I'm looking for this x value, the neat thing I can do is I simply just have to add these two together. Wow, that is a horrible circle. Let me So the cool thing, like I was saying, is you just need to add 72 plus 37 together. Okay, and that will give you that x, that exterior angle. Okay, so you get 109. That is what the x is. All right, so could I double check my work? Absolutely. I could figure out what this angle is right here, okay, and check it and see if that works with the 109, okay? But it is, it's true. So take these two numbers, 37 and 72, add them together, and that gives you your x, your exterior angle. Now, if I were to come back over here to this first example, remember I told you there was two ways you could do this one. So this was the first way, okay? I'm going to do the second way in blue. So if I look at this, and I know from this little example here on the right side, I would have to add x plus 33, and I would get 66. So what was that? X plus 33 added together gets me that exterior angle, that outside angle of 66. So it's a one-step equation. And I know we haven't done a one-step equation in a little while, but you do the opposite. So if it said plus 33, you minus 33. And guess what? We got our answer. And it matches this one right here. Isn't that neat? Okay, so if I confused you, go back and do it the way you originally started, or rewatch the video. Okay, and the last example, I'm going to do it in a different color. So this last example, let's not do that. We'll do pink. Okay, we're looking for x. So another way we can do it, remember, is we're going to add these two together. Okay, so what is 60 plus 60? And that's what you need to ask yourself. Hopefully you got that it is 120. And that is what your x is. Remember, we add the two of these that are inside the triangle to create what this one is outside the triangle. Okay? If you have questions, please get on our office hours. Get on to an email and send us an email real quick if you have questions. I hope this was helpful.